Welcome to Bella Healing Therapy. Today's video is on prenatal massage.
One of the reasons why I like working on pregnant women so much is because I know they're in a lot of pain. I mean, for God's sakes, they're building a creature inside of their stomachs. You know, they're dealing with nausea, swollen feet, sciatica, lower back pains, chest pains, shoulder pains, and they're scared to get massaged because they don't really feel comfortable with someone, or they're afraid that something's going to happen to the baby. So you have to go to somebody who's certified and who knows what they're doing. So there's a couple of things, like you should never get a massage in the first trimester because you can hit certain pressure points which can actually help induce labor, and you don't want to do that in the first trimester, obviously, because then you'll have a miscarriage. So it's best to do it into the second and third. In fact, when you get into your third trimester, it's better that you get massaged more, especially closer to your due date, because yet again it'll help induce it. So on or about the 6th month, women start experiencing fluid retention in their wrists and ankles. So it's important that you massage these areas, but very lightly, and that you're going in an upwards motion towards the heart, which is called centripetal flow. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is have a pillow ready for their head. I have another pillow that's a little bit smaller for underneath her stomach, and then this blanket that's cushioned to give it a little extra more support. And it's a really soft blanket, so it's super comfortable. Then we have another pillow for her head to adjust it a little bit higher. Then we have our long pillow, or a pregnancy pillow, which will go here. So she can then, actually, I might as well just show you. So you're gonna have her come to her hip, lift up one leg, and then transition over into a side lying position. So you want to make sure that the cushion is underneath her belly and that she's laying on her side, but that it's rotated outward a bit so that she can fully extend her leg without any pain. Then her arm will go here, head here, and take the body pillow, put it underneath her arm, kind of in between her breasts, and then lift her leg over top. Stretch it out like so, and then have another arm for her pillow. Another pillow for her arm.
Make sure your client is comfortable, and then you can have her lay under the sheet, and you can drape her properly to only expose the areas that need to be worked on. I'll do a little bit of Reiki and compressions along the chakras and spinal cord down to her feet. As we move around the leg, you'll be careful not to press on any bones. Stay away from the hip, the greater trochanter. Be careful around the knees. And once again, be careful on those pressure points not to go too far around the ankle and wrists. Now I use all natural ingredients. I've been using coconut oil mixed with essential oils. This is my Bella Healing Potion that is great for sciatic nerve pains and basically any other kind of pain. This is her problematic area, so I'm just going to start here, applying the healing potion, giving it as much time to work as possible. Then I'm going to effleurage up the spinal cord and that centripetal flow, gently scanning the body, figuring out where her muscles and bones are aligned. I'll be going at about a light to medium pressure, being careful not to hit any bones or soft parts of the stomach near the baby. Going around the shoulder blades, figuring out where the scapula is. And then going to the back of the neck and doing some squeezes. This can feel really good for anybody. Just make sure you're not squeezing too hard and that you're getting the right muscles. Take your 2 thumbs and do little circles right in between the spinal cord and your left and right shoulder blades. You can hold a lot of tension in this area. And then go up the spinal cord and around the shoulders. This can feel really good. Really gets the blood flowing. Now I'm going to take my thumb and also do circles around the hip. Really feeling, figure out where her bones are. There's also some sensitive pressure points in that area that you don't want to apply too much pressure on. Once again, being careful not to apply pressure on the soft parts of the stomach near the baby. I'm going very light here. Moving on to her leg, you'll want to make sure she's draped so that her private areas are covered. And once again, I'm using some more healing potion and coconut oil. Coconut oil can be really great for stretch marks. Now I'm going to do an effleurage up her leg, applying light pressure down, medium pressure up, but light pressure around the ankles. She's starting to swell, so I can feel some fluid retention there, so I'm just gonna keep going over this area lightly until I feel like it's really thinned out a little bit. Now here's where I can work on her IT band and her glutes and around her hip to get that sciatic nerve problem that she's having taken care of. We'll continue to work on her arm a little bit more, and we'll also work on her hand, but being careful to once again not hit the pressure points near the wrists, going very gentle and in an upwards motion. And it's important that you also make sure that your own posture is proper. Make sure that your back is straight and that you're not hunching over, because you want to provide the best quality massage and also not be in pain yourself. So if you have to, you might have to squat down just a little bit.
I'm just sitting here. I got time. It's clear to see from up here. The world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me were meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. You and me, meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
Now we'll be removing the excess oil with hot towels and then flipping her over onto her back side, since we have now finished both the left and right and back. Pillow underneath her back for support. And then we also have a body pillow holding out underneath her legs to keep them raised. So you have a pillow here. Now I'm going to do some Reiki again on the front, going over her third eye and crown chakras. Applying pressure onto her temples, sides of the face, and on the collarbone and chest. Then moving on to her heart and solar plex. Going to the other side, and then moving to her stomach. Into the reproductive organs area. and into the root. Then moving to the knees, and the ankles, finishing with the feet. I'm going to twist my knuckles into round little circles right on the back of her neck. Now I dim the lights because I didn't want it to bother her while I take the mask off, so that I can do some occipital holds, where you just take your fingers and slide it up the spinal cord to where it meets your skull. Then just hold there, and you can literally feel like the blood is rushing to your head if you hold it in the right spot. Then I'm going to do some presses around her eyebrows and her temples, and then in her head. Also just some light strokes and scratches as well. And that's how I like to finish off my sessions. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more, hit like and subscribe.